Hello everyone, Garvis and Mason here with another Indie Exposure video game. Today we're playing Attack of the 50-Foot Verbose Dinosaur. Now, if you'll recall, in the first video I said, I was going to play some good ones and some bad ones. This one is definitely what I would consider bad. It was only $1, but you know what? I guess there are worse things you could buy for $1. Basically, what's going on in this game is you are a Godzilla knockoff. You walk up and you spit letters onto the sides of buildings, and then you set them on fire. And apparently, I guess the longer the word, the more damage you can do. There's certain letters that are called rage letters.
They're the ones that are red.
Yeah, they've got a little red ring around them. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with this game because I played it while there was someone else here at one point, and I didn't bother to learn diddly about it. I just kind of jumped in. I literally skipped over the entire tutorial, and this is just, oh God, this is a train wreck.
Don't spend your money, we'll tell you this right now. It ain't worth it, it's a load of crap.
Yeah. Because, I'm not kidding. Later in, I eventually just got so sick of playing the game, I just started lobbing letters at random. And it was just...
It was more entertaining seeing the letters lobbed and where they placed than the game, which is not a good thing.
Yeah, I give them points for effort in trying to create a unique game. It is unique, but it's the wrong kind of unique. It's the kind of unique that someone's probably not going to want to play.
Now, if you like the word search puzzles or something like that, maybe you could get into this game.
Yeah, it's registered as a puzzle game. But, really... This I would classify more as just a headache to someone who, I like a good puzzle game. Okay? I love a good puzzle game. But this...
Tetris. Perfect example. I love Tetris, but this is...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is... I have... To whoever made this game, I'm apologizing now. This is a travesty to video games. But at the same time, you've got to start somewhere. So, I'm giving them that, too.
And it's a bad game, but it's also an interesting idea.
Yeah, it is a unique idea. Though, once again, oh yeah. I'm still not busy at this point.
That was my friend, actually.
Actually, that was mine, W.V. Epperson.
Oh, I thought it was Uncle, or Honey Hugs, or whatever the heck his name is.
Uncle Honey Hugs, or whatever, yeah. No, that was someone else. Anyway, but next time we gotta remember to go busy.
Yes. Or we can laugh at the retarded names that people come up with.
Yeah, it's true. Doomsday Toast, which was actually supposed to be Doomsday Toaster, but that one I don't mind because I know the guy. You look at mine and people think I'm crazy, so. But, no, like I said, I love a good game. This was not a good game.
No.
This was incredibly... if you wanted to, have a little kid play it, they might enjoy it, but...
I'm not even sure if a little kid would enjoy it.
I think, I'm afraid they may get bored too. But, it's just... it gets so bothersome. When you make a word, it turns red. Even if you don't put the letters in order, all you gotta do is just make something that could become a word, and half the stuff that I was torching later in the game, I'm not sure they were words. Like oot. Which I think may have been registered as two. Now that I think about it.
It was spelled oot. It was literally spelled.
It's spelled oot?
Yes. It didn't spell two, it was spelled oot.
Now, I'll admit, them adding this portion to the game made it a little less terrible. Just a little.
But, of course, he also can't hit the wrong side of the barn.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got terrible collision boxes on these jets. And I guess where it's just supposed to be a fireball, you know, I don't know. It's hard to say.
By the way, if you hear ramblings, that's his dog and cats.
Yeah, I have animals. The animals are far more entertaining than this game.
Yes!
But, oh man. Anyway, now I do want to go ahead and take a moment to state I am going to be looking for someone to do kind of an indie exposure logo for the game. Because I'm constantly busy. In fact, the fact that I have had time to even do this is amazing. Because I've got a lot to do at a job, so.
Heck, you got a lot to do when you're not a job.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got a whole house to take care of too, so bills and, you know, I gotta try and balance everything. And I think after a certain point, I just started trying to shoot fireballs at the buildings and set them on fire.
Yeah,
I mean, this is where literally boredom started kicking in, I think.
Yeah.
Because I was just making, like, you know, triangle globs of words.
And no, let's look at the screen, guys. 6 minutes into it, we're already bored with this game.
Yeah. And that's pretty bad if you want to catch someone's attention. If 6 minutes in, you're bored with the game you're playing. But I don't know. Like I said, it's an interesting concept, and you know, if done right, could probably be developed into a decent game. You know, I think it would have been better, you know, if it was just kind of like a Rampager style game or something.
Yeah, that'd be
You know, where you just go through and you torch the buildings. But I guarantee it's probably not what this creator was going for. You know, we hadn't rated the last two games. But I mean, overall, I mean, we liked the last two.
Yeah,
I mean, they weren't any Attack of the 50-foot verbose dinosaur.
Yeah.
I just started trying to shoot the helicopter down with fireballs. And I wasn't even sure what words they were trying to give me half the time. Now, at least the good thing was if you made a word and you had a big glob of letters underneath you couldn't use, you know, when you blew the word up, the glob of letters just fell. So that was good if you wanted to get rid of a bunch of useless letters, but... Oh, man. Yeah, this is like 13 minutes, the video, and I'm seriously considering, even now as I'm recording this, cutting it down even more.
Yeah.
So if this ends up being shorter, you'll understand. Yeah, here's where I got bored. I just started shooting letters together. It was like, okay, this is... Eventually, this will make a word. I don't know what word it'll make, but eventually this will make a word.
Yes, and he's like just sending out fireballs at random now.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, and if you go too far out, it turns into game over and you've got to restart the stage. And it's just, I got so sick of playing it at this point.
It makes anybody feel better. I about fell asleep watching him play this game. So
Yeah.
I should tell you something.
Yeah, we have more footage for this game, but we seriously just chiseled it down to like 13 minutes. And it's... I think we could have chiseled it down to 10 and gotten the point across.
8.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, because we stopped caring after about 6 to 8 minutes.
Yeah. So...
I know we're rambling about this and everything, but seriously, there's not much else we can say. This game sucked.
Yeah. I mean, it's flat out. I just started lobbing letters into other buildings. Oh, man. Yeah, I just... Bleh, 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 bleh. Just like whatever would stick. If it made a word, great. I'd fire a fireball. I think I had A-E-I-O-U and E-I-E-I-O a couple times. But, whew. I mean, this was awful. As far as rating a game would go, Adventures of Captain Becky, we didn't rate. Akane the Kanoichi, we didn't rate. I would probably rate them, out of 5. Adventures of Captain Becky was at least a 3, based on everything in it. Akane the Kanoichi was definitely a good 4. This is the equivalent of a 2, if that.
No, I'm not even giving this a rating. It was that bad.
Oh.
You give me negative numbers and then maybe I'll talk. But no.
Yeah, that's pretty bad if Mason's wanting to go into negatives. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to cut this off here because I don't think I could even stand to look at more of this game. This steaming pile of feces. So, with that's it. I'm calling this done.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, let's. Before I throw up.
We'll see you next week.
Before I throw up, yeah, go.